Like, share, subscribe to the Meet You from the Midwest podcast for your latest updates on boxing, MMA, all the sports that we got going on right now. Um, Boxing, man. This card was with Tank Davis and Ghost Martin, Frank Martin. A lot of people were saying that Frank can pull it off. He's the bigger fighter. He looks way more confident than Tank. He wasn't with the mind games and nothing like that. He looked like a more solid fighter. Tank's never fought this type of fighter, that type of fighter. Kill me, kill me, kill it, kill it. Cut the bullshit. Nobody is fucking with Tank Davis. I said that he would end up knocking this dude out later on in the later rounds. Frank made it competitive for the first couple of rounds. I also said that Tank Davis starts off slow every fight. It's never been a fight that he really didn't start off slow unless it was just like some bum that nobody heard of that he just made easy work with quick. No, Tank starts off slow. He's gonna give you 3 or 4 rounds. Once he get past that, once Calvin give him the go and say, "Hey, you losing these rounds, or you might want to pick it up now." That's telling him, "Hey, it's go time. Let's go ahead and go head hunting and put this boy down." What Frank did do was he kept his distance with with Tank for a while. It's crazy, both of their names so close. Sorry about that. He kept his distance from a while. He used his footwork to when he get up in there and get a jab instead of letting Tank retaliate with power punches. He'd jump back and use his angles to get away from Tank, and it was working for a while. But then once he started feeling Tank power, it starts slowing him down a little bit. And later on in the rounds, for some reason, I don't know why fighters do this, they start camping out in the corner. They start thinking that they just gonna bounce off the ropes and do like a clothesline from hell like they on WWE or some shit. And every time they do this, they get on them fucking ropes, they end up getting smoked. They get on the ropes, they get smoked. Tank caught this boy with a cross uppercut. Soon as he caught him with it off the ropes, this was like round 8. Them hands dropped. Soon as them hands dropped to the side, like he about to be at ease, it's over with. The motherfucking hands dropped. Tank came over to the top with the left, flushed him out, flushed his whole radiator. Ghost was a ghost. He hit that motherfucking flow. His head bounced off the ground. Tank was over in the corner, ghost riding the damn ropes. Then he went to the top and did his little signature backflip. Fight was over with, man. Like I said, Frank looked good in this fight. He looked great. He was looking good. But once he started going to them ropes and playing with Tank, Tank just started unloading on him, and he finally caught him. You could tell he was hurt after the fight, like any fighter would be after being undefeated and thinking you doing good, you winning all these rounds, and next thing you know, you wake up and you like, what the fuck? Why is he doing a backflip? Oh, I was knocked the fuck out. I'm over here asleep. This man over here playing this shit. Knocked him smooth out, man. Tough loss for Frank Martin, but he had to learn the hard way as well. A lot of people they've been putting in front of Tank saying it's the best one yet. Isaac Cruz, that's another one. They're saying he want a rematch with him. Tank saying that he don't really want to waste his time with him because he'll probably knock him out this time. I'm a Tank. I might be biased with Tank, but he's one of my top. He's probably my top boxer out right now currently for the last couple of years ever since Spence let me down. So yeah, probably a year or two now. I just like Gervonta Davis' story, just seeing his progression, getting away from Mayweather, making his own money, sticking to the plan with his trainer Calvin that he's been with since 7 or 8 years old. Always believed in him, knew he had potential, that he'd be destined for greatness. As far as the next challenger, let me back up. The co-main event was David Benavidez versus Vosdik or something like that, the Ukrainian guy. And it looked like it was a solid fight, but Benavidez, obviously he won. I felt that Glazvic did put a little pressure on him, got his jabs off his stuff. This is some Benavidez got to get he got to get comfortable with, because now people in this division got that same reach, if not longer reach to him, so they can get their little jabs off. But as long as Benavidez continues to work on his defense and wearing these dudes out, putting his punches together, he's gonna be hard in that division. I do look forward to him fighting either Dmitry Bivol or Beterbiev. Whenever they settle this beef, I will not be when they settle this match for the all the belts later on in the year. I want to say in October or December, something like that. Later on in the year, I wouldn't mind seeing Benavidez step in and fight one of those dudes. I believe he could beat both of them right now. I just don't think nobody's beating Benavidez at 175. Um, as far as the Tank and Frank fight goes, Frank, he got a lot of places he could go after this fight. He just showed that he's a solid 140, if not a top five in the 140, 135 class right now. He can fight any of those top dudes, Tiafimo. He can fight Lomachenko, Shakur Stevenson. I think he could run it with him since he had to pull out from the last time they were supposed to fight it the last year, I want to say. Um, he can fight a lot of people. But when it comes to Tank, man, I don't see nobody beating Tank. Seriously. Tiafimo, knockout. Lomachenko, knockout. Who else they got up in there? Isaac Cruz for the rematch. He is going to knock him out. This time around, if Isaac Cruz come in there trying to do the little overhand punches all game, he gonna get caught in the middle of them punches, and Tank is gonna put his little ass out, smooth out, knockout. I don't see nobody beating this dude, man. Shakur Stevenson, I know they've been saying, oh, he's the best matchup for him. I heard it all over. I heard it all over social media and all this stuff. He's no Shakur is cool, man. He got a good counter punch. He got good defense, but I believe that he will make a mistake with Tank, and Tank will put him down. The only other fight I can see being a solid fight brings me to the next situation I want to talk about was the Devin Haney and Tank Davis sparring session from some years ago when Devin Haney was 16. He is 25 now, so 9 years ago. He was 16 in this video. Tank Davis was 20. I want to say he is 20 in this video. 20 or 21. No, he was 20 in this video because Tank is 29. I want to say. Yeah, Tank is 29 now. So he is like 20. Yeah, 20 in the video or whatever. So in this video, I know a lot of people saying they seen Haney getting the best of it, but I felt like Tank wasn't even, he was just playing with him because on one side you got people saying, yo, he only 16, don't go 100% with him, man, just get your shit off. But Haney was going 100% with him, so it's like, wait a minute, now you in the Lions Den. When you step into this sparring, it's whatever. That age don't mean nothing. You step in here trying to spar me, you trying to make me a better fighter. So Haney was piecing up Tank, but Tank was walking through it. He was never in trouble. Tank started firing off on him, and somebody jumped in the ring. I want to say AB jumped in the ring and tried to break up the fight, telling him like, "No, man, he's 16. He's still a teenager. He's still a kid or whatever." And then they start running it back. Haney steals off a Tank, so it's like, dog, now you really in the fight because you stealing off me and shit. We're supposed to be a spar in front of Floyd Mayweather and all the fans that's here. Everybody witnessing greatness, seeing Tank fight a younger dude that got hands at the time. And like I said, I just felt like Tank was taking it easy on him. Once he turned up on him and started putting them power punches on him, Haney was looking like, hey, all right, go ahead and wrap this up. But fast forward 9 years later, from that same fight, I still see Haney as that same type of fighter. Yes, he's improved in certain places, but Tank is still that dude right there. In that video, that's a young Tank that's being tamed. Now this Tank 9 years later is one that will put you flat out on your feet, like knock you smooth out the ring. So I just believe that even with that fight, I think it'll be a great match to make because now you got proof that you was putting it on Tank a little bit in your mind and everybody else's mind that was like, oh well, he should have took it. He shouldn't. He is 16 years old. He shouldn't be going 100% on him. No, you can't fight that battle. They both grown now. Haney is 25. Tank is 29. Let them get in the ring and do it. But before Devin Haney continues to call out Tank Davis, you need to go handle your business with Ryan Garcia. They still haven't verified and said what's going on with the whole situation. Was he on the stuff or was he not? I know they said it was a little bit in there, but was it contaminated water? If it was contaminated water, that shouldn't be held against Ryan Garcia. He needs to find out who in his camp did this shit and get him gone, get him out of him, cut him out of any of your future earnings because that's all they've been doing is earning off of you doing dirty shit. I believe Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney need to run it back, and the winner of that fight needs to fight Tank. In the meantime, Tank can fight any of these dudes. I don't believe none of them messing with him. That, like I said, Lomachenko, Tiafimo. Who was the other one I said? Izak Cruz, like any of those dudes, man, nobody's messing with Tank, man. So that's all I want to say. I did call this fight. I said Tank Davis will win between 7 and 9. He won the 8th round by knockout. Put Frank Martin out cold. So that's all I got for boxing this week, man. Y'all stay tuned for the latest boxing updates I'll be bringing to y'all. Like, share, subscribe to the Meet You for the Midwest podcast on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I'll get at y'all.